Hello Taurus, how are you? Welcome to your April 2016 reading. I wanted to do a very quick shout out to my very best friend who just started her channel as well. It's called Shooting Stars Tarot. She's been my inspiration, as well was one of the reasons why I started my channel. Go check her out. She's really amazing and I love her to death. So anyway, I'm going to start with your love reading and then move directly into your general reading. This month I'm going to use the Tarot of Delphi for the general reading, the Rider-Waite for the love, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So here we go. Taurus love energies for April 2016. Okay, here we go. All right, Taurus, here we go. Your love reading for April 2016. Here we go. Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Page of Cups, Judgment, Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Empress, Temperance, and the Ace of Cups. Well, I'm happy we end the row like this. Taurus, this kind of is, now this card I think is you, Taurus, and also Libra, both ruled by Venus. So beautiful energy, right? This is you. I see a little bit of stuff happening here though, especially this middle row. I'm going to start with the middle, the Five of Pentacles, because I'm wondering if you weren't feeling a little bit gypped in something. If you kind of maybe started a new relationship, or that there was some positivity happening in an existing relationship, and your perception of maybe where you were going, your perception of what you thought the other person wanted or their intention didn't quite live up to in reality, right? Didn't live up to those expectations in reality. This is a card of, perception versus reality, and what we perceive isn't always true. It's not always the, it's like, and sometimes you have to kind of ask yourself, why do we project those things into the universe, onto other people? It's just our hopes, right? And I feel like there was a little bit of disappointment on your end or on your part. I mean, I'm not going to say it was detrimental or there was so much disappointment there for you, but I do sense that it was there, that there was some disappointment. And I'm wondering if that disappointment isn't causing a little bit of maybe some little arguments or some petty disagreements. Keep in mind that this is a card with children, and it's petty, superficial issues. It's not deep-rooted, like real issues that maybe you are having, that's going to completely ruin the relationship. It's definitely not the case. These are, you can work through these. These are not, the end of the world type of things. It's just a little bit of a disruption in your life, in your relationship with your partner. You might be feeling like you're juggling a lot, like you're kind of holding too many balls in the air, like you're trying to keep too many people happy. You're trying to keep them happy, but keep yourself happy. You're trying to still go to work and be good in, in your career. You're doing too many things. You are doing it. You are succeeding in that. The ships have not sunk. They have not overturned yet. And I don't think that they will. I think you find this balance, you find this equilibrium within yourself and within your relationship. But not without a little bit of work, not without a little bit of, maneuvering, and I'm not manipulating, maneuvering, and to ensure that things are kept afloat. And I think because of this, and with the presence of these energies, you are feeling maybe a little bit disconnected. Here is an offer, a message, right? It could be as simple and as basic as a text message from someone. It could be them actually telling you something, maybe telling you how they feel. This can even be you telling someone else, although usually I feel like this is coming in to you. It's not just... I do feel like these are, whenever a page comes, especially the Page of Cups, to me, it usually means that you are receiving a message. And typically these messages come from kind of out of the blue, right? If you're in an established relationship, if you are single, it doesn't matter, but these messages are going to probably come from an unexpected place. You could hear something through the grapevine, or, you do have a lot of people here in these cards. So there could be, whether it's a little rumor that's passing through, or a Facebook post, or whatever it is, something that you aren't expecting, or something that's coming from somewhere that's unexpected. And so whenever this card comes up too, I try to say, don't try to guess, because you're going to be wrong. Don't try to guess what it is, what this message is. But it will be, I will rest assured, it will be some message of, the romance department, right? Your love department. But I feel like you might turn them off a little bit, or you might cut them off, or not accept it, not be receptive to it. And you also aren't going to reciprocate. So, not in a bad way. I'm just wondering if you aren't feeling a little bit guarded, if you aren't feeling a little bit closed off, especially with these types of circumstances. Are you just turned off by the situation? Are you frustrated by the situation, and kind of no matter what they say, you're just not going to hear it? Taurus, you have a little bit of a reputation for being a little stubborn. You are the bull after all. But at the end of the day, I think you will find some level of reverence. You will find some level of acceptance, right? This is a kind of a universal intervention here. And I say that about a few of the cards in the tarot, universal intervention. It's in the universe's hands, kind of the outcome of the situation. Sometimes it's already been determined, and it's kind of like that when you look back and you say, well, it couldn't have been any other way. Where I am today, it had to go that way in order for me to get where I am, right? And that's kind of the idea of some of these cards in the deck. And with Judgment, this is awakening. It's a rebirth. It's a refreshment, right? A refreshing of your relationship, a refreshment of your bond. And that is perfectly in line with the Ace of Cups, which I love. And I'm super happy that this was actually like the last card that came out, because the Empress, Temperance, Cups, Ace of Cups, it's such a beautiful last row to have. Now, these don't necessarily go in any order, but to have all three of these together, it shows so much peace and so much calm. And again, whatever you feel like you're balancing, whatever it is you feel like you're juggling, whatever is not aligning properly, and that's maybe a little bit frustrating for you in this point in time, whatever these are, I think you find a true balance. You find peace within that situation. And as the Empress, as that person that has the ability to nurture and create life, and Venus herself, a beautiful person, physically and in terms of her soul and her mind and her intent, she has the ability, you have the ability to even the scales. Sometimes it takes compromise, even though you might be feeling uncompromising right now. It does take equality, and sometimes we both have to kind of just lose a little bit, but sometimes we can both win at the same time. Sometimes there can be a win-win, and through that conversation, through that communication, whatever this Page of Cups is or represents for you in your life, through that, can you truly find a renewal of your existing established commitment to one another, a renewal, maybe not a renewal, but an entry of a new potential love interest into your life. If you are on the rocks with someone, breaking up with someone, this is a very promising end in terms of maybe someone new coming in. If you're just sort of dating right now and you're maybe tired of the dating games and people just aren't quite living up to your standards, I think that might change. I think things are better around the bend a little bit for you, and you really have some beautiful energies about you that make you very attractive to others, that make you magnetic and to lure people in. And I think the universe is telling you that there is someone or something with great potential around the corner for you. So let me go ahead and pull just a few more cards. Okay, I'm not going to shuffle too much. Just a couple times. Okay. Okay, yes, I think I'm wondering if this is something that's not in the past, okay, or something that's not, that could be drawing out some emotion, some past emotions, okay. If you're in a committed relationship, this could be, things surfacing from a couple years ago or from a couple months ago. But either way, your mind is very active, right? Your mind is sort of reliving and rehashing out some of the things that have been. And I think it's a good thing. I know it might sound like you're living in the past. That's not really what I'm trying to say, because I think that these things are actually learning experiences for you. The things that you've done wrong in past relationships or previously in this relationships, the things that were said, the things that were done, the things that you would have done differently. I think you are learning from those and applying those. It's not just enough to just learn them, but you have to actually apply them and make changes in the future. And with the Six of Swords, I think that's what this means. You take these things with you, these lessons, life experiences, these victories and successes and these failures. You bring them with you as you progress as a person on your journey to becoming your ideal self. And this is you becoming better. It's not just, you're not just leaving them behind. You're not forgetting that they exist. No, you bring them with you. These petty arguments, these situations, these, expectations that you have or that other people have of you, that maybe keep, however this speaks to you, it's all part of a bigger picture. And in you being an earth sign and knowing how to really go to work and really knowing how to make things happen, this is you applying those lessons, right? This is you doing the work and doing the things that it takes to change it, to make yourself better, to make your relationship better, to make you as a single person on the dating scene a better candidate. Whatever it is that you have learned in the past to make you better, you are doing it. And I think by doing that, there's nothing but blessings in store for you. A new romantic potential, maybe a water sign, possibly Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but maybe not. It could just be someone that has a romantic intention with you or wants a romantic situation with you and sort of that expresses his or her interest. interesting reading, not the most romantic, you know, but ultimately I think it's good, and ultimately there are things that you need to be aware of about yourself, and that is that you are this Empress energy, and that you will, if you're kind of in upheaval, if you have a little bit of turmoil in your life right now, you will find solace, you will find calm if you want to. Don't get me wrong, like we all have control over our own lives and our own minds, but if you truly want to, you can control the situation and make yourself better, making way for something new and beautiful. Okay? So now, like I said, I'm going to do a general reading with my Tarot of Delphi deck. Oops, let me just throw these back in here really quick if you don't mind. Okay, now let me grab this. Now, I used this deck back in February. Some people didn't like it, other people loved it. I personally love it. Ultimately, it only matters what really speaks to me as the reader. And I love this deck so much, and I haven't been using it, so I wanted to just pull it out for the generals this month. So Taurus, this is your general reading for April 2016. Here we go, Taurus. General reading for top one, April 2016. Here we go. The Enchantress of Coins, lovely for the center. Four of Swords, again. Two of Coins, again. The Garden, or the World, in the more traditional deck. Six of Cups. The Artisan of Coins. Five of Coins again, the Hermit, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so we have a few recurring cards for you. The Four of Swords, the Two of Coins, and the Five of Coins, which is interesting because they are so that just, to me, just tells me that those energies are emphasized, right? That feeling of juggling and trying to keep everything up. You know, if you're dating multiple people, maybe you're feeling like you're juggling multiple people. If you are busy at work and you have a demanding or a relationship that has, you know, obligations, which it does, or family concerns, or whatever area, not only do you feel like you're juggling, but you are actually succeeding as well. And whatever choices you feel like you need to make, it might be time for you to make a choice. If you're faced with some kind of a choice. The Four of Swords, again, that idea of reliving things and running things through in your mind and figuring out the experiences. What would you do differently? How can you do that better next time? And sort of strategizing to this is even kind of like taking a break, taking a breather, right? Stepping back, which is the essence of the Hermit, which you have here. Stepping back and really reevaluating, okay, what is your place in the society, in the culture, in your environment, right? In your family, in your relationship. What is your place? What is your purpose? What is it that you really are meant to do? And acquiring or seeking within yourself a higher level of wisdom about your path, about your life, and getting things straightened out. You know, if you are feeling like you truly are juggling things and you are confused and your energy is not focused, you know, it's split focus, you're multitasking. This is an essential realignment with your greater purpose, because sometimes we get so caught up in the day-to-day of our life. We just do the things we do. We just go about everything, and it's just, we get lost in that. We really, really do. So this break, I think, is critical for you because it's coming up in both readings. Step back. Take a breather, think about things. Thinking is the critical component, right? Thinking about things. Don't just constantly keep doing. The essence of the Pentacles is doing, and it's the practical things and the practical steps and blah, 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 which is great. But without thinking about the things you're doing, you could be way overworking yourself. You could be exerting way too much energy into something or someone that's maybe not worth it. Or maybe that doesn't really provide you with that sense of fulfillment, right? 5 of Coins, directly in line. 4 of Swords, directly in line with the 5 of Coins. And I don't need to necessarily go so much into detail about what this card means, because I just don't want you to feel like you're stuck, or you're trapped out in the cold, or you're getting left behind. In your life, not other people leaving you behind, but you being behind in your own life. In the grand scheme of what it is you want, here we have the Hermit, and he is sitting amongst, a middle class type of environment, a woman doing laundry, and he's just thinking. He's not getting so caught up in the social elements. He's not participating or engaging with anyone. Not that I'm saying become a hermit. I'm just saying to not let yourself get left behind, and to take a moment, to take a breather, because this sense of completion, right, this sense of feeling like everything's just sort of coming together, it's opposite from the 2 of Coins. The 2 of Coins, things, you're juggling too many things, your focus is scattered. While you might be being successful with it, you might find some of the balls that you can drop that don't really matter so much. That, again, like that 4 of Wands and the 5 of Coins in that last reading, I think there are things that you can drop, things that you cannot exert your energy on, and be happier by doing that. Be happier by letting those things go. If you're feeling spread too thin, and your energies are too spread out, and you're not dedicating enough time and attention to anyone, like that 4 of Cups in that first reading, the first card that came, or the second in this position here, that's you disconnecting. The more and more energy you exert, the more you disconnect. It's kind of an oxymoron. But at the same time, you probably could stop exerting energies in certain areas and feel happier. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to think about it and to make a decision to act, because this Enchantress of Coins, this Artisan of Coins, these are action-oriented characters, right? The Enchantress of Coins, she is, again, both earth energies, right? You Taurus, earth energy. You have a future ahead of you. You have goals ahead of you. And it's up to you to beckon them. It's up to you to call out to them and to bring those things to you, right? It's like, I guess, the idea of manifestation. It's up to you, and you have the power to do that, to put your load down, to put the things that you're carrying down for just a moment, because you are very dutiful. You are service-oriented. You do things. You might be overexerting yourself right now. And you do so willingly, and you're such a sweet spirit, and you are certainly worth your weight in gold, okay? But at a certain point, it's important for you to find that reconnection with yourself. The 9 of Wands here tells me that you might be closed off. This is very similar to that 4 of Cups too. That for just a while, it's okay to close yourself off. It's okay to find a place within you where you can realign your focus, realign your purpose, and to put that load down and to stop working, stop juggling, stop. Even I didn't even talk about the Six of Cups yet. The Six of Cups is like that coming back from the past. It's that rekindling of things. It's hold on, this is kind of coming to me, but not quite. It's escaping me. But anyway, I think a lot of these things are from the past. They are things that you've either recently been going through or maybe even from a longer time ago, and then maybe they're kind of surfacing now, they're manifesting themselves now and causing you to feel this way, causing you to feel like, again, those expectations, right? That perception versus reality, the perception of doing all sorts of different things and the way people see you is not necessarily that important. It's about you and how happy you are and not making other people happy. You truly are a workhorse. You truly are very service oriented. And sometimes it's important for you to service yourself. It's important for you to focus inward and not worry so much about what it is you can do for others, okay, and what it is you can do for yourself. One. Devotee of Cups, the Hero of Coins, and the Empress. Again, the Empress, okay? I mean, there are people here, I don't know why, but I'm seeing them all as you. All of them, okay? It just immediately, it's just screaming out to me. And the fact that you're coming out as all coins, and then, this is one, I feel like there's 2 Taurus cards. I could be wrong. I need to double check. But the Empress still, that Venus concept, the Mother Nature concept, again, is you. The Hero of Coins, though, very action-oriented person. Okay, it's opposite from all of these. Here you are, very, this can even indicate a message again. Okay, this is kind of like the Page of Cups, if you will. It's not an exact match, but it's, and again, that message that can kind of come out of nowhere, that can kind of come from you just really going through this retreat process. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that are the same as that last reading. So the Empress is really who you are, the Enchantress of Coins. It's who you are. It's your abilities to really create beautiful things in your life. Look at how beautiful this card. I think she's one of my favorites in the deck. So many roses all over and the teal colors of the sky. It's so pretty. And then the complete opposite, the Hero of Coins. Now, this one, I know I said it's all your energy, which I do feel that it is, okay? It is you really like going out there and making the things happen. But at the same time, this can also maybe be someone else. There might be someone in your life that is causing a little bit of aggression, that is causing some disturbance. Okay, and this person, again, while dutiful, here's Hercules battling the spirit of death. and overcoming the spirit of death. Very strong, very, again, that word service oriented is still coming to my mind because that's the nature of the coins, right? But it is a little bit of an unruly nature as well. And what you need now more than anything, I think, is peace. This is the only card in all of these that is like an aggressive subject matter, you see? So there is something going on. It's like that 5 of Wands in that last reading. It's that arguments or pettiness or superficial drama that might be in your life. I don't think it's necessarily anything that you want. I think it's just sort of your environment right now. It's just the way the wind is blowing for you. And as the Empress, as the Enchantress of Coins, again, that manifestation of the things that you want, the things that you beckon unto yourself, or beckon to yourself. It is your right, and it is within your power. It is your right to ask for peace and demand it if this is your significant other. Alone time can be hard to come by, but I think it's critical for you to take that break, to take that retreat, whether it's a weekend away, a week away, whether it's, closing the door and taking a bath, as strange as it may sound, or taking a walk, going for a run, doing something for yourself that allows your mind to reconnect you with you. This is about a relationship with yourself and what it is that you need. And your nature is so calm, maybe a little bit on the stubborn side, like I saw with that 4 of Cups, but ultimately you don't want to be closed off. You don't want to not have people in your life. You don't want to be blocked. You don't want to be going through this hermit phase, but sometimes it's just necessary. It's just a little bit of a part of the human journey. Okay, so overall, I think there's a lot of opportunity for you to find a new path, or just find a little bit of peace, find some completion in your state, where it is you are now, your environment, whether it can apply to any area of your life. Okay. And if things are resurfacing from the past, if there is a little bit of drama bubbling up to the surface, don't be afraid to quash it, to get rid of it, to demand that it leave your life, and take those steps, those actions that are required to make it leave, because you don't have to be the juggler. You don't have to be. You can be the Empress. You are the Empress. It's who you are. You are the Enchantress of Coins. But at times we find ourselves switching roles. We find ourselves with challenges. And I think you have the power, but your power now would be best served focusing on yourself for a while, not indefinitely, just short term, for a while. And keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, keep your hearts and mind open for the entry of something or someone new, whether it is a rekindling of a past relationship, was this card in your last reading, the 6 of Coins? I don't remember. Anyway, it's not important. But that there might be something coming up from your past, and whether it's with and it's more of a romantic nature, right? Devotee of Cups, just because it's cups oriented, 6 of Cups, more on the romance side. So just keep your eyes and ears and your hearts open for that. So, okay, Taurus, I will see you next month. I wish you nothing but the best, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.